Greetings to this exclusive Release Force bootleg premiere of Afghanistan, Life's Lessons Learnt There. Lorenzo Usk here was fortunate enough to be in the studio with Tariq, a dear friend and philosopher, and we viewed a documentary he made when he was in Afghanistan, where he has ancestral regions from that area, primarily North Pakistan, southern Afghanistan. So we titled the video Afghanistan, but really this is transcendent of any location or nationality and touches on deep human philosophical, psychological principles around manhood, loss, life, and love. So we really hope you enjoy, and may the premiere commence.
I think that should be Google's tagline, perfect for all your needs.
Once I saw my soul. My soul was very small. I woke up in the night and the roof was almost like 200 meters high in the room, and the walls were far away, and I felt strangled by the dark. And I got up actually, and I saw my body was lying there. It was so lousy, this body. It was dead, I saw it. It was dead and it was in a very bad shape. I saw its reality. And this darkness would come to me every night after that. It was a dark thing. It would come to me, it would try to strangle me.
Northwest Frontier Province is one of the few parts of the world still under tribal law. Every man is his own policeman, his own insurance company, and by and large his own doctor too. It's a perfect place to come and chill. No TV, no mobile, no internet. No hurry. Just long, hot, lazy days. 4 generations of my father's family live in a huge house, about 30 kilometers from the Afghan border. It's been about 8 years since I was last here. It's really good to be back. And these are the kind of people that give you the welcome normally reserved for film stars. That's my auntie. Legend has it that when she was pregnant, she went to collect firewood, came back with wood under one arm and the baby under the other. She's solid gold. We're here to make a film about my cousin Amjad. The last time I saw him I was about 19, and I thought he was the business. He was running guns across the border from Afghanistan, and was an edgy, funny man with a certain electricity about him that I didn't see in my friends back home. I'd heard that marriage had softened him, and I must say I was a little disappointed. Seeing him at the wedding, I realised that he had changed. Much more open, more relaxed, meeting and greeting the people, whereas before he was a black sheep and a rank outsider. I hope he still had some of his edge. Anyway, we were soon having a laugh about the mischief we got up to last time I was here. feel at home here, which is strange in a place that's so different. Amjad and I are back in the old groove, but he's still not a man I'd like to get on the wrong side of, under any circumstances. They say about frontier men, if they're your friend, you can slaughter them like a lamb. But if they're your enemy, they'll eat you like a lion.
Fanatics, terrorists, and simple vagabonds. This
It's got a wonderful engraving.
Yeah,
It's a real work of art.
It's a syringe. It's a syringe used for injecting peace into people. Force is only a potential, and it can be used both ways. It can violate and it can make. It can develop. It can foster. And violence is basically negative force. Force used in a negative way is violence. I have been looking forward to joining some law enforcement. That has been in my mind for quite some time. All these men are very trustworthy, sitting around you. They are the finest people in this district, right? Some with guns, and some with other things. They're a good lot. You see, we have tested them. Like this man has been my friend for the last 20 years. For the last 20 years we've been together. He has killed 2 people. They had two rival businesses. And then there was a scuffle, and then there was a gunfight. This guy got hold of an automatic rifle. One of his friends was killed at the moment, so he had to react. He had to prove that he was a man there. So he started firing, killed the other 2 people. Good job. Well done. This one is for upland game. That's for mountain sheep hunting. And this one is for target shooting. And this is very light auto rifle. American. This one is a Russian Dragunov. It's a Russian Army's official sniper rifle. I use it for target shooting at very long, extremely long ranges, like 1,000 yards. It's very accurate. Well, there are things which are worst, far worse than death itself. Disgrace, dishonor, and dishonor is perhaps the worst thing in the whole of the universe. And rejection. Rejection is almost like a death. Like when you're rejected somewhere, it's some kind of death.
Amjad has never left Pakistan, but over the last 8 years he's been teaching himself English from books and films. He's read all the classics, Lawrence, Dickens and Hardy, and his passion for literature has led him to teaching the local kids.
When I was 15 years old, I lost my head. And was immersed in this culture. We started loving guns. It was kind of gun running that we did all the time. And I thought that I started thinking of competing with everybody in the society. I wanted to be somebody at 15. And then one of my friends, he's a doctor now, he wrote me a letter, and it was only 3 sentences. And he wrote that you need knowledge, and that knowledge needs you. That's all he said. And then I was mesmerized by the communist literature. It's very beautiful. Communist literature. I read the first books that I came across were Maxim Gorky's Mother, and then I read an American soldier's letters to his mother, Dear Mama, and they were so touching, and they made me feel myself a human being. Literature made me. The outside world was making me an animal. Literature making me a man. The experience was beautiful, to feel like a man, a human being. I hope no other teacher has bored you with long lectures. Today one of our teachers was not here.
Yes.
Isn't it good? This is good.
The title of this novel is Women in Love. What is the reason?
What is the significance of
Yes,
the title?
yes.
That's right, very good. You see, title. There is an imperfect marriage. The man enjoys his life without caring for his wife's life. The wife becomes frustrated and she keeps the whole house under domination. And the female then actually is the perpetrator. She is actually the agent of that antagonism, that subjugation. She suppresses her children, her sons especially. And the sons in turn again became husbands who didn't care for their wives. And the wives again become the same mothers for their sons. So the vicious circle goes on. That is why we have the title, Design Women in Love. What kind of love they want, what is their idea of it.
If there are no understanding between the husband and the wife, then their life will be difficult. If there are understanding from first and they marry, then it is possible that their marriage is
Success. What do you think?
But actually it depends on fact. Some people are agree on their marriage first of all, but after marriage they feel sorry.
They feel sorry for that.
Yes, because of fact.
West is really it's very romantic for me. Intellect, because I have read so much about it and I have seen so much of it on the screens. It sounds very romantic. I feel that I should go and see for myself. I want to see England especially. I want to see the places which Wordsworth has described in his poems. The Lake District. Is it there? I like to go to theatre and witness a very good performance of Macbeth. It's my children who have changed me, not my wife. They have made me a weaker man, like from the inside. Like I used to be very aggressive, very extremely aggressive, but I have cooled down quite a lot. And I think of their future, not my own. My mother is a very traditional Pathan woman. You can think of her as more like a machine. She gets up at 4:30 in the morning, then goes to her cows and buffaloes and milks them herself, and then she gives them food, comes back and then she tells everybody to get up, then starts cooking, and all day long she runs around the house. She is basically the spirit of the family, even of the village. The people of our village cannot live without her. When she is not around, everybody is very unhappy because they have a source of consolation and they have a source of help in her. She is a very generous woman. We got tired of her generosity, but now we have adapted ourselves with that. I mean, she gives everything away. Like she gives food and she gives money and she gives clothes and everything which she has. very big-hearted woman. And our father was not a very caring man, but our mother has cared more than 10 fathers could do for you. We were 6 brothers in the beginning. Now we are 5. Our eldest brother, he was killed. He was killed by a terrorist, some kind of man. And my brother is a good man. Death is a very ordinary experience, and every one of us, every living thing goes through it. Perhaps it's a pause. If you are lucky, then your soul will become the part of the universal soul, the great soul. But I don't think if all the people are going to live again. Not everybody. Some people may vanish into the mud and into the dust, into the depth of the earth. Allah is I don't think if it's possible for us to like, I can only relate from myself that as I am alive, I'm nothing. I was say I'm 32 years old, but where I was 40 years back or 50 years back. The next 200 years, I believe that or 100 years or 50 years, the people who are after the ultimate reality, they are going to find the ultimate reality in Allah. Reaching the ultimate reality is a very difficult task. But I have my flickers. I had my flickers. I have my, like, it's like an instant, perhaps 1,000th of a second when you can perceive it, the reality. But actually, the human mind is not capable of perceiving it. We are living in dimensions, time and space. But I believe that every man, every human being can somehow perceive reality during lifetime, if they want to, if they're after it.
I had to envy Amjad's glimpses of the ultimate reality. Still, it's hard not to see it here. The stones, the trees, the mountains are like signposts pointing towards it. We're honoured to see Mustafa, an old friend of Amjad's and of mine. A big, lovable bear of a man. He's always up for some fun, always up for a laugh.
We went shooting together when we were small. We went hiking together. I mean, we have shared a life. All our life we have been together. And we have the same interests. It's guns, hunting, and just talking about the great hunts in the world.
All around the world, mates is always mates. I think you're unlucky if you haven't found a couple of brothers or sisters by the end of your life.
Ahora
La segunda me pasa se topa como de pa se chic de que não vamos a de wala. É plano de sarpa querido.
Kazan.
Olha, vamos tá.
Nera.
Show करते हैं show.
बिल्कुल.
खाना नहीं मरते रहेगा क्या? बाबा जब शहर रास्ता पकड़ी हुआ.
आदर युद्ध रिचा का उधर बेलचे. ये इस गौर में हुआ.
अब बल्ले का बची तो
ऐसे
होगा.
बोला यार तो जब इन चीज़ें दस जॉब जाइन को लगा टीचिंग लाइन शो करना. चीज़ें दस शो स्कूल शे या शो इंस्टीट्यूशन शे. लगा बानी शे फौजी फाउंडेशन शो डिविजनल शो या सिटी स्कूल शो.
ना सब ऐसे तब फिर तो ऐसे बना तू ऐसे सेमिनार को उलास मत बोवाई.
ना. हो तब तो वाड़ी कोली ना चीज़.
ना ऐसे हम तो उधर सिटी स्कूल से तो दाखिल कर रहा. आज का मैं वो मुझे प्यार कर रहा.
ना ये तो लगा.
आज का मैं खुशी बैठ के दी. दमरा खुशी बैठ के दी पर कैसा हम बोला. वो दमरा खुशी दो दमरा हटा दो.
अच्छा.
उफ़.
सना में.
सखा भाई ना मैंने उसे खुदा खुशी उधराना बैठ के दो. दमरा खुशी डबरा दो.
अच्छा.
We're talking about girls.
I'm not talking. He's talking about girls.
Oh God! If you see him with girls, you will not believe what happens to him. He simply loses all sense. And sometimes once he saw a girl, we were talking about great things, like we were talking about the Pathan culture and how, great people we are, and walking along the road in the university. And suddenly, two girls, they appear from the other end of the road. And I felt that Mustafa was becoming excited by the moment, not they were coming near. And when they came near, he had lost all sense of his being Pathan or what. What did he do? He said that I want to say, meow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's a bird that I have never seen. And he has shot it many times.
That's a little bit outside music and I'm
Yeah, he will show us his orchards. They have some fruit orchards. They're rich people, rich family. His grandfather was known as the land owner Bahadur Khan. Very good man, I remember him. And how he would be furious when we would, climb his favorite trees. He had some favorite trees. He didn't allow anybody to touch them. But then when he would be sleeping, we would sneak out of the house and climb his favorite trees, and then we would spoil all the raw fruit, and he'd be furious for some time, and we'd be hiding in the orchards. He'd be after us, calling us names. Tade Baba! There's a pond in the canal, and we used to swim like frogs all day long in it, all day. And then the elders would come and beat us with sticks. Get out! Then we would be stark naked. We'll be running to home. Some old man would pass by, and then he'll say that you are swimming here, but beware that one boy lost his testicles. A big turtle came and just you took them off. And then for the next 2-3 days we'll be very careful.
Amjad looked really troubled that evening. I had to ask him what was up.
Basically, it's the time of the evening when the mind goes blank and a general expression comes to your face, so you feel like it may seem to you that people are like feeling sad or something.
No, it's just you. Everybody else is quite cheerful.
I don't think I have ever loved my wife the way I loved my beloveds, the way I felt for them. it's more so. It's more of a relationship of convenience. And that is making me more adamant, making me more interested in a second marriage, which is based on what I want and what I feel that it would give me.
I feel so sorry for his first wife, but at the same time, I have to respect his fierce desire to be happy. 2 years ago, Amjad met an exceptional student and they began a friendship which has continued to deepen ever since. She declined to be filmed for the purposes of this documentary.
She went to a hostel and there she found 2 girls naked in a bed. And she ran away and came back from the university to her home and then asked for me. I went to her and she told me that this thing was happening. She saw 2 girls lying in a bed naked and playing with each other's bodies. And I said, so what? And then she told me that what is happening, and is this the end of the world or what? I told her, no, it's okay. And on seeing the girl, I felt very shocked. Her face was shrunken and her eyes had dark black circles around them, like an African victim of some drought. When I first met her, she was on very, very heavy drugs, this psychotic drugs. She had once tried to kill herself by taking an overdose. She told me that she had a passion for literature and that she wanted somebody to guide her into the world of literature. Intellectually, she is a very enlightened being. I don't think I have enough love, a feeling of love left in me. But she has somehow recreated that feeling in me. Although it was very, very small and I didn't care. But with the passage of time, after we keep on meeting, I am feeling more attracted towards her. And now I have developed a desire for her, which I have never had for anybody else. And this desire is not based on her physical charms. It is a desire for a superior being. I think of her as a superior being. Naturalist type of people, humanist type of people, they're all bound. They have accepted what the society has taught them. They have been conditioned perfectly and they have accepted their place, although they are on their way to death without even knowing whether they were alive one time or not. Some people die at the age of 100 years and they never know whether they were alive. Feeling alive, and like when you evaluate your life, when you can see into your life what you have done. Some people never understand that they were alive and they were small children and then they grew up and then they became old. They don't understand the process. They understand nothing out of that process.
When I got past Amjad's hard edge, I found something very tender, very alive. On returning to the UK, I couldn't help but see life here through new eyes. Here we're safe, with politicians to make our decisions and armies to fight our battles for us. But how long can we exist on a diet of easy fixes, money, sex, fast highs? Maybe when we threw off death in the search for truth, we thought we were throwing a burden. But maybe that burden was what kept our back straight, so that we could see the sun.
Then there are free characters. The four free characters, they are out to find some kind of meaning, a deeper experience, a deeper meaning of existence through some experience, whether it is physical or spiritual or psychological, but they are out for it.
Anyone?
No, feel free.
I recorded a pirate